groups, that is OH group. Okay. So in this case, the example is serine, threonine, and tyrosine. These are the amino acids which contains the hydroxylic group as a side chain. Now next we have the example where the side chain containing the sulfur atom. So besides the nitrogen atom, the amino acids also contains the sulfur atom. And the common example is the cysteine and methionine. These are the two amino acids which contains the sulfur atom. So when there is a formation of the protein, along with the peptide bonds, some other bonds are also present, where the sulfur atom is also involved in the bond formation. Now, next type of amino acid is the side chain containing the acidic group or their amides. ठीक है? जैसे यहाँ पर हमारे पास we have the two acid groups, that is the aspartic acid. एक तो हमारा COH group होता है which is used to form the amino acids, and other one more acidic group is also present. Then next is the asparagine. Here also the CO group is present. Next is the glutamic acid and glutamine. Okay, all these are the four amino acids which contains the acidic group. Okay. Now next, the amino acid category with the side chain containing the basic group, NH2 group, basic group. So arginine, lysine, and histidine. Histidine, all these are the examples for the amino acids containing the. Now next example, next category of the amino acid, that is the amino acid containing the aromatic rings. Example histidine, it contains the aromatic ring. Then phenylalanine, it also contains the aromatic ring. Phenylalanine और proline. आप लोगों ने क्रोमेटोग्राफिक मेथड से इन दोनों एमिनो एसिड को सेपरेट किया है ना लैब में. एग्जांपल्स आप लोगों को याद है ना? Separation technique used for separating the mixture of amino acids, and the proper chromatographic method was used for separating these two amino acids. Remember है कि नहीं बेटा आप लोगों को?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. First semester में किए थे.
हाँ, फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में लैब में आप लोगों ने किया था.
Yes, ma'am.
So histidine, phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan. These are the examples of the amino acids containing the aromatic ring. And finally, next is the proline, which contains the amino acid. Okay? So all these are the different types of alpha amino acids which contains the different side chains. And depending upon the side chain, the amino acid is classified. Okay? And because basis on these amino acids, some amino acids may have the positive charge, some have the negative charge, and some have the no net charge. Okay? So this charged and uncharged forms of the ionizable acid group and amide group, weak acid group, which exist in the solution in protonic equilibrium. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पर equilibrium state में the charge are present on the amino acid, and based on these charge, the amino acids are categorized as acidic amino acid, basic amino acid, is deuterionic. Okay? Acidic amino acid means the group contains the positive charge. Basic amino acid means the group contains the in the acidic amino acid, the group contains the negative charge. Acidic group is present. Basic amino acid में basic group is present, and deuteronic में the amino acid contains any charge. Okay. So these amino acids combines and they form the peptides, and these peptides further classified according to the number of amino acids present in the molecule, and they are categorized into the protein, oligopeptides, and polypeptides. Okay. So let's see what is peptide, which is very important. So in the amino acid, we have to set the basic of the amino acid and the structure of the amino acid. So the PDF which I have linked contains the different structures of the amino acids, that is the alpha amino acids, are very important to us. Okay. Anushka, turn the page and come to the peptides. Okay. और further move करिए. Now the peptides, in the peptides, these are made from the amino acids. So as we have already seen that the amino acids contain both acid group as well as the amino group. So यहाँ पर both acidic and basic group present होते हैं, and that acidic and basic groups are expected that, and there is an intermolecular reaction between the molecules, and the portion which is changed is the carboxyl group of one amino acid and amine group of the amino group of the other amino acid. Okay? Now these two groups react. Carboxyl group means COOH. Okay, C in the figure, and in the amine group NH2. So in this case, from the carboxyl group, the OH hydroxyl ion is removed, and from the amide group, the N plus H plus proton is removed. Okay? So combining these, they forms the water molecule. So in a reaction between the amino acids, there is the removal of water molecule, and after the removal of molecule, there is a bond which is formed between the carbonyl and the NH nitrogen. Okay? And the bond which is formed is known as the peptide bond. See in the figure, reaction जो मैंने आप लोगों को इसमें दिखाई है, that is there is a amino acid. So in the reaction, the OH group of one molecule reacts with hydrogen of the other molecule, and there is a removal of the water molecule and the formation of peptide bond, CONH. Now this peptide bond is a bond that is present in the peptide molecules. Okay. Now these molecules the resulting molecule still has the free amino group and the carboxylic group. Now जो structure है, see in the figure, जो भी figure मैंने आप लोगों को भी reaction दिखाई है, product में one end contains the NH2 group and the another end contains the acid. So these NH2 group and the acid group are free to react further with the other amino acid at the either end to produce the high molecular weight linear or condensation products. ठीक है? तो further it's इतना ही नहीं है कि दो molecules react करेंगे and they form the dipeptides, but there is a chance of reacting with other molecules because there are two terminals, N terminal and C terminal. ठीक है? So this N and C terminals are the extenders which is used for extending the chain. So for every two amino acids, these are linked by means of CO and NH group, which is generally referred to as the peptide bond. And the products जो formed होता है, that products are known as peptides. Okay? So peptides are the products formed by the combination of the two amino acids through the peptide bond by the removal of water molecules. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So these peptides have two ends. This is the growing end. जैसे polymer में growing ends होते हैं. So this peptide is actually a polymer of the amino acid. Okay. So these peptides have the two ends in the next page in the diagram. We have जैसे जो हमारा NH2 side होगा, that is the known as N-terminal residue or N-terminus. Okay. And the side which contains the acid group, that is known as the C-terminal residue or C-terminus. Okay. तो एक साइड में फ्री अमाइनो ग्रुप प्रेजेंट होता है एंड दूसरी तरफ 3 कार्बोक्सिल ग्रुप प्रेजेंट होते हैं, एंड दीज 3 अमाइनो ग्रुप एंड द कार्बोक्सिल ग्रुप आर फ्री टू रिएक्ट फर्दर with another amino acid to extend the chain. Okay, so number of amino acids which combine forms the different types of peptides. Now, if two or 2 to 10 amino acids are present in a chain, then that is known as the oligopeptide. Okay, so oligopeptide is a peptide which contains 2 to 10 amino acids in a molecule. Okay. Now, after the oligopeptide, next we have the polypeptides. Now, polypeptide means when more than 10 amino acids are present, up to 100. So, there is a limitation. 10 से 100 के बीच में जब amino acids present होते हैं, that comes under the category of the polypeptides. And these polypeptides, when they contain more than 100 amino acids, then that these polypeptides are known as the proteins. So proteins are a type of polypeptides which contains more than 100 amino acid units. Okay. So for the amino acids, see in the structure, we have Anushka will further done करिए. So in this case, there is the reaction जो मैंने अभी आप लोगों को बताई थी, that is the reaction between the 2 amino acids, and there is a removal of water molecule H2O and formation of CONH bond. ठीक है? This is the polypeptide. Now further in the next reaction, there is a reaction between the glycine and the alanine, and these glycine and alanine combine and they form a dipeptide known as glycyl alanine. Okay. So ये जो हमारा फर्स्ट एमिनो एसिड है ग्लाइसिन, तो यहाँ पर IN is replaced by YL, glycine, and the alanine next polymer name next amino acid name is written completely. ठीक है, ये हमारा क्या है ग्लाइसाइल alanine. This is an example for the dipeptide or the oligopeptide. And there is an another example where the alanine is taken on the left hand side and glycine is taken on the right hand side. So the name of this dipeptide is alanine glycine. ठीक है, तो ये हमारा डिपेंड करता है कि कौन सी एमिनो एसिड हमारा कौन सी साइड प्रेजेंट है. अगर लेफ्ट साइड ऑफ एमिनो एसिड में हम लोग YL लगाते हैं एज अ सफिक्स में YL करते हैं, और राइट साइड के एमिनो एसिड का नाम जो होगा वो कंप्लीटली एज इट इज रिटन होगा. ठीक है, तो इस तरीके से हम लोग डाइपेप्टाइड्स की नेमिंग करते हैं. So similarly, the two dipeptides may react with जो मैंने अभी आप डिस्कस किया था, they react with the another amino acid at either side to form the two different tripeptides. ठीक है, जैसे ग्लाइसाइल एलानिन फर्दर लाइसिन के साथ रिएक्ट करता है. See in the example, glycyl alanine reacts with the lysine, and there is a formation of another tripeptide, that is glycyl alanine glycine. ठीक है, दिस इज द ट्राइपेप्टाइड. सो जो नेमिंग होती है अमीनो एसिड की वो किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करती है? डिपेंड्स अपॉन द पोजीशन ऑफ द अमीनो एसिड. कौन से साइड पे है, राइट साइड पे प्रेजेंट है या लेफ्ट साइड पे प्रेजेंट है. सो अगर अमीनो एसिड हमारा लेफ्ट साइड पे प्रेजेंट है तो हम लोग उसमें YL सफिक्स ऐड करते हैं और राइट साइड के अमीनो एसिड के नेम को एज इट इज लिखते हैं. जैसे सीन द अनदर एग्जांपल, द ग्लाइसिन इज रिटन फर्स्ट and then glycyl alanine is written on the right hand side. So when these amino acids combine through the condensation reaction, so after the removal of water, so यहाँ पर कितने 2 peptide bonds present हैं, and name हमारा क्या हो जाएगा इस amino acid का? glycyl alanine. Okay, so this is the name of the amino acid. So by combining the amino acid with further more groups at the N terminal or at the T terminal, the last molecule of the peptide can be formed. Okay. So this was the simple amino acid, simple formation of the polypeptides through the combination of the amino acid, that is the reaction of the amino acid. Now next we have the naming of the polypeptides, how the polypeptides are named, that is the nomenclature of the polypeptides. Now in this case the peptide is named by indicating its sequence of amino acids बिगनिंग विद एन टर्मिनल रेसिड्यूज जैसे पहले मैंने जो बताया था आप लोगों को अभी हम लोगों ने जो डिस्कस किया था पॉलीपेप्टाइड और ट्राइपेप्टाइड ठीक है तो यहाँ पर एन टर्मिनल रेसिड्यूज की नेमिंग स्टार्ट होगी सी इन द एग्जांपल वी हैव द एलेनिन सेरिन phenylalanine asparagine glycine ठीक है ऑल दिस एमिनो एसिड्स आर देयर सो दिस यहाँ पर कितने 5 एमिनो एसिड्स आर देयर तो ये हमारे क्या है दिस इज द एग्जांपल फॉर द पेंटापेप्टाइड है ना सो पेंटापेप्टाइड कॉल्ड लेफ्ट साइड पे जो हमारा एमिनो एसिड बन रहा है एनालाइल है ना वाई एल लगाते हैं सफिक्स हम लोग आई एन इज रिप्लेस्ड बाय एल सफिक्स एनालाइल सिरेनाइल लेफ्ट हैंड साइड पे है ग्लाइसिन के रेस्पेक्ट में फिनाइल एलेनाइल एस्पेरजिनाइल ग्लाइसिन ठीक है तो सारे एमिनो एसिड पे हम लोग वाई एल सफिक्स लगाएंगे या फिर आप इनको एब्रिविएशन फॉर्म में लिखेंगे तो एच फिर एलेनिन के लिए एएलए सेरिन के लिए एसीआर फिनाइल एलेनिन के लिए पीएचई देन एस्पेराजिनाइल के लिए एएसएल ग्लाइसिन के लिए जीएलवाई अब ये एच एंड क्या इंडिकेट करता है इंडिकेटिंग द एंड टर्मिनल and OH is indicating the acid का C terminal. Okay, so right hand side पे acid group present है और left hand side पे amino group present है. So जितने भी हमारे naturally occurring peptides हैं, they have the shorter individual names. Okay, so this is how the polypeptides or the peptides are named depending upon the type of the amino acid which is involved in the creation of the peptide. इतना क्लियर है बेटा?
Yes, ma'am, clear.
Now after this, next we move to the classification of the peptide. How the peptides are classified. Now the classification of peptide includes first it is classified according to the number of bound monomers. How many number of monomers are present? Now here in the amino acid case, the monomer is the amino acid. So first category of the peptide is the oligopeptide. Now this oligopeptide contains 2 to 10 amino acid units. 2 to 10 amino acid units they form the oligopeptide. जैसे अभी हम लोगों ने एग्जांपल दे रखा था पेंटापेप्टाइड ट्राइपेप्टाइड डाइपेप्टाइड है ना ये सारे हमारे किस कैटेगरी में आते हैं डेकापेप्टाइड तक these comes under the category of the oligopeptides. Now example is the amanitin. This is the example for the oligopeptide. Here the cyclic peptides these are taken from the carbophores of several different mushrooms. These are obtained from the mushroom species and these are the cyclic peptides. Now next example is the antipane. These are produced by the various bacteria which act as a protease inhibitor. Protease is an enzyme which these antipane act as a protease enzyme inhibitor. Okay. So there is an example for L-valine and L-alanine. This is the example or structure for the oligopeptide. So these oligopeptides are generally produced by non-ribosomal peptides synthesis (NRPS). And there is an exception that is cyclamides and microviridins. These are synthesized through the ribosomic pathways. Ribosomal RNA जो आप लोगों ने पढ़ा था RNA contains the ribosome. These are used for the synthesis of the peptide. So ribosomes are the structure or the component which is present in a cell. It is used for the synthesis of the protein. तो प्रोटीन का सिंथेसिस जहां हो रहा है, इट मींस दैट देयर इज अ सिंथेसिस ऑफ द प्रोटीन पेप्टाइड्स आल्सो, ठीक है। क्योंकि जितने भी प्रोटीन के सिंथेसिस हमारे होंगे, तो बेसिकली जब पेप्टाइड का सिंथेसिस होगा, पेप्टाइड्स का फॉर्मेशन होगा, तभी प्रोटीन का फॉर्मेशन होगा। So in this case, the ribosomal RNA ribosome is the main component in a cell which is used for the synthesis of the protein. So this was the oligopeptide. Next, we have example for the polypeptides. Now these polypeptides contains more than 10 amino acids. So the polypeptides becomes protein molecule when more than 100 amino acid units are present. Okay. तो कहीं जब पॉलीपेप्टाइड्स में मोर देन 100 अमीनो एसिड्स प्रेजेंट होते हैं, देन वी कॉल दैट पॉलीपेप्टाइड एज अ प्रोटीन. So these proteins are the polymers of an amino acid, which are generally bent to small molecules, to other proteins or to other macromolecules. जितने भी molecules present हैं, mostly हम लोगों की body में जो भी macromolecules या biomolecules present होते हैं, such as enzymes हैं, then DNA, RNA, ये सारे molecules जितने भी present होते हैं, all these are generally the protein. Okay, small and large size of proteins are present in the body. For example, polypeptide example, enzyme, different types of hormones, that is the insulin, for example, and these are the all these are the protein. DNA, RNA is also a type of protein. Deoxyribonucleic acid and ribonucleic acid. Okay. So these also comes under the category of the protein, and these are the polymer of the amino acid. इतना clear है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now next classification is based on the same character. So it is classified according to the structure, that is the linear and cyclic. So the linear contains a single linear chain of many amino acids. When the amino acids are present in a linear form, in a straight chain form, then that structure is the linear. जो भी हम लोगों ने oligopeptides के examples देखे थे, that are the examples for the linear peptides. Okay. Next we have the cyclic peptides. Means the polypeptide which contains the cyclic ring, cyclic compound. Okay. Gramicidin, for example, gramicidin and tyrosidin with bactericidal activities. जो भी हमारे complex proteins होते हैं, all these proteins contain the cyclic structure. ठीक है. And the simple proteins होते हैं, that simple proteins contains the linear structure. So आप स्ट्रक्चर के बेसिस पे भी पेप्टाइड्स को कैटेगराइज कर सकते हो या क्लासिफाई कर सकते हो. नाउ दिस साइक्लिक protein, cyclic peptides can be further classified on the basis of the bond type. Which type of bond is present? So first is the homodactic. Now homodactic का मतलब हो गया the peptide which contains only the peptide nucleus. तो जहां पर सिंपल CONH बॉन्ड यानी कि पेप्टाइड बॉन्ड प्रेजेंट होता है, that type of molecule comes under the category of the homodactic bond type. Next we have the heterodactic. Now homodactic bond type का मतलब होता है जहां पर केवल एसिड ग्रुप और एमिनो ग्रुप ही प्रेजेंट होगा, कोई दूसरा ग्रुप यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट नहीं होगा. जैसे सल्फर है या कोई रिंग स्ट्रक्चर है, ये सारी चीजें यहाँ पर प्रेजेंट नहीं होगी. So that comes under the category of the homodactic. Now heterodactic, these are the peptide structures that contains both the peptides and other type of linkages. जैसे अगर किसी भी एमिनो एसिड में सल्फर प्रेजेंट है, अभी हम लोगों ने जो एग्जांपल देखा था, in that example some amino acid contains the sulfur, जैसे cysteine है, cysteine molecule contains the sulfur as a side chain, and methionine also contains the sulfur as a side chain. So when this cysteine and methionine is involved in the formation of the protein, they are used as a monomer unit for the formation of a protein. Then along with the peptide bond, the sulfur bond is also present. सल्फर बॉन्ड का मतलब क्या हो गया? टू सल्फर मॉलिक्यूल्स combined and they form the disulfide. Okay, so this is the heterodictic bond type where the peptide structure contains both peptide and other type of linkage. Now, along with the disulfide, there is a hydrogen bond is also present in a protein molecule to form a tertiary structure to bind the chain. You know, two different proteins combines and they form the tertiary structure. So, in the formation of these, the hydrogen bond is also present in a protein molecule. Now, heterotopic example is the oxytocin. Oxytocin is an example for the heterodactic bond type. This is the molecule which contains the heterodactic bond. इतना clear है?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The next category of the peptide is the bounded by the components. So first we have the homomeric. Now homomeric are the peptides which on hydrolysis gives only amino acid. इसका मतलब हो गया कि these homomeric peptides are formed by the amino acid monomer unit. यहाँ पर कोई भी दूसरे monomer unit present नहीं होते. ठीक है, केवल amino acids ही present होंगे and these are used for the formation of the peptide. After this, next we have the heteromeric polypeptides or heteromeric peptides, and these heteromeric peptides are formed from the other product. They form the other product in addition to the amino acid. Means when these polypeptides are hydrolyzed or broken into its monomer units, converted into the monomer unit, then it generates the amino acid plus other compounds. So in the reaction, that is the peptide produces the amino acid plus other compounds. So in this case, the two protein complex contains the two or more different polypeptides. So if the complex protein is present, in that complex proteins, the two polypeptide units are present, and along with the polypeptide units, other molecules are also involved in the formation of a molecule. So these includes the nucleopeptide. Nucleopeptide means nucleic acid plus amino acid are present. Phosphopeptide means phosphorus plus amino acid. ठीक है. Lipopeptide means lipid plus amino acid. Glycopeptide, glycoproteins plus peptides. Chromopeptides, chromatin plus peptides, and metallopeptides is metallic plus peptides. ठीक है. So all these are the examples for the heteromeric peptides. That is, along with the peptide molecules, some other molecules are also present for the formation of the polypeptides.